To him being subbed off and even seeing Xavi's body language towards him, what did you make of it? This is not what we want to see when we thought Vinny had matured by now.
January 2026. Xabi Alonso, 7 months in charge, gone.
But I promise you some huge breaking news this evening. I promise that just before the break. Xabi Alonso has been sacked by Real Madrid following their Spanish Super Cup defeat.
Then Alvaro Arbeloa, pulled out of the Castilla youth setup and told to steady a sinking ship. Half a season later, gone too. 28 games, not a single trophy, and a Copa del Rey humiliation to a second division side along the way. 2 managers in the space of a few months. A 44-year-old golden boy who was invincible at Leverkusen, and the academy man who was supposed to be the calm in-house fix. Real Madrid chewed up both and spat them out. Here's the strange part. The squad didn't change. The badge didn't change. The men in the dugout did. So before we crown the next one at the Bernabeu, we should ask the question nobody inside the club wanted to say out loud. What was actually missing? The answer didn't come from Florentino Perez this summer. It came from Cristiano Ronaldo more than 10 years ago. Let's be honest about where Madrid have been. 2 seasons, 0 major silverware, a dressing room stacked with mega egos and nobody big enough to hold them together. Vinicius sulking when his number goes up on the board. Mbappe wanting the whole team bent around him. Bellingham, untouchable a year ago, now getting jeered by his own crowd. Perez clearly decided it was bigger than Xabi, because he didn't reach for a safe pair of hands. He reached for the nuclear option. José Mourinho, 63 years old, returning to the Bernabeu after 13 years away. After Turkey, after Portugal, after a long lap around the outer edges of European football. And remember who we're talking about. The Champions League with Porto, then again with Inter. The only manager ever to win all 3 of Europe's major trophies. League titles in Portugal, England, Italy, and Spain. This is not a nostalgia hire, it's a serial winner walking back through the door. It's a gamble, and Perez knows it, but this is a man he never stopped believing in. He raised our competitive level, Perez said, and from there we won 6 Champions Leagues in 10 years. Read that again. The president is crediting Mourinho for the foundation of everything that came after. Mou never lifted the 10th himself, but he made that team harder, meaner, and far harder to break. That Madrid smashed the La Liga record books, 100 points and 121 goals in 1 season. Ancelotti got the 10th in 2014. 5 more arrived in the decade that followed. Mourinho poured the concrete the dynasty was built on. So why him and why now? To understand that, forget the league table for a second. Go to the one player who saw Mourinho at his absolute peak and never, not once, stopped talking about him. Because everything Ronaldo admired in Mou is the exact list Real Madrid has been missing. He wasn't predicting the future, he was describing it. Start with the football brain. Cristiano has played for a wall of elite coaches, and back in 2018, someone asked him a simple question. Would he work with Mourinho again? His answer told you everything. Why not? I would put him at the top, I always say that, he said. José Mourinho was a big thinker analytically. He went into everything in great detail. That's the word that matters. Detail. Mou never managed by vibes. He studied opponents until he understood them better than they understood themselves, and players feel that in their bones. Respect doesn't follow charisma, it follows preparation. Then there's the shield. Go back and watch old Mourinho press conferences and notice what he's really doing. He's dragging the spotlight onto himself. He picks the fights, he grabs the headlines. He soaks up every drop of heat so his players can walk out onto the pitch lighter than they walked in.
You sound as though you're feeling the pressure.
I'm not feeling the pressure, no. You cannot put pressure on me, no chance.
That presence in the dressing room, that aura people talk about, is not a myth. It's a deliberate act of protection repeated week after week. He also knew how to handle a superstar without breaking him. He managed peak Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the biggest egos and biggest talents the sport has ever produced, and pulled the best years of that career out of him. And when the team needed something, he never went quiet. He pushed the board. He made noise upstairs so his players had everything they needed downstairs. And here's the one that matters most. Mourinho is the man who pushed Ronaldo off the wing and planted him through the middle. He turned a flying winger into a complete number 9. That single tactical decision rerouted a whole career toward nearly 1,000 goals. Mo didn't just manage great players, he made great players greater. Rewind to the 2012 Ballon d'Or. Messi had just shattered the world record with 91 goals in a calendar year. Cristiano had 63, 58 of them for Madrid. Messi won, and honestly, he deserved it. But before the result was even read out, Mourinho went out of his way to defend his own player. He said it was harder to be Cristiano than Messi. Messi grew up in the team he plays for, with the teammates he plays with, Mo said. Cristiano came to a giant team in crisis, just losing. He had to grow with this team under construction. Here's the kicker. That clip resurfaced this year, and Cristiano himself liked it.
E eu continuo a dizer que é mais difícil ser Cristiano do que ser Messi. Vou-te dizer. O Messi cresceu na equipa onde joga.
13 years on, he is still co-signing every single word. That is loyalty money cannot buy. So pull it all together. Detail, protection, ego management, discipline. The ability to take a group of brilliant individuals and forge them into an actual team. Now look at Real Madrid in 2026 and tell me which of those they currently have. Discipline? Gone. Mentality? Wobbling at the first sign of pressure. Structure? Non-existent. Leadership? There isn't a single voice in that building the dressing room genuinely fears or follows. Accountability? Vinicius downs tools the moment he's substituted, and nobody so much as blinks. This is a squad of soloists with no conductor. 3 superstars who each believe the orchestra should play their tune, and a run of coaches who tried to ask politely and got shown the door for their trouble. Alonso asked politely. Their egos ate him alive. And that right there is the whole thesis in one line. The things Ronaldo loved about Mourinho are the exact things this Madrid has lost. Perez isn't really hiring a manager. He's hiring the one personality on the planet he believes is big enough to stand in front of Vini, Mbappe, and Bellingham and not blink. And here's the thing, he hasn't even taken his first training session yet, and the rebuild has already begun. Look at who he's brought in. Marc Cucurella from Chelsea, Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool, Denzel Dumfries from Inter, Bernardo Silva from Manchester City, 2 of them on free transfers. Notice the pattern. Not Galacticos, not teenagers for the highlight reel. Experienced, hard-nosed, passionate professionals who defend, who run, who lead. This is Mourinho's fingerprint before he's coached a single game. He isn't signing names, he's signing a spine, the exact thing this dressing room has been missing. But let's not pretend this is settled, because it absolutely is not. He's signing a spine, the exact thing this dressing room has been missing. So tell me in the comments. The big one, if even the special one fails here, do we finally admit the problem was never the manager? It was the players. Alonso asked the question. The squad answered it brutally in 233 days. But Cristiano Ronaldo answered it first. What Real Madrid would one day be missing. The special one is home. Whether that saves this club, or whether it proves the egos are now bigger than any manager alive, we are about to find out. Hit subscribe. You will not want to miss how this one ends.